Does your aim look like this, but you want it to look like this? Well, I'm a 7-time Call of Duty champion with over 10 plus years of pro player experience, and I have a ton of settings and different techniques that can help you guys improve your aim in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You're going to want to stay tuned to the very end of this video because I have something that I haven't told a lot of people that will drastically improve your aim and help you guys start snapping on every single player that you're playing against. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. The first thing that you're going to want to make sure you have right, and first and foremost, is going to be the settings. Without the proper settings, well, your aim's going to be terrible, and none of these techniques or pro tips that I can give you will help you guys drastically improve. You're going to want to go ahead and put that aiming input device on controller instead of mouse because aim assist in Call of Duty, well, it's super overpowered. For button layout, I have it on tactical. This isn't really going to matter too much. It's going to be personal preference, but the most important setting here is going to be your sensitivity. You're going to want to go somewhere between, I would say, no higher than 8.8 and no lower than maybe 3.3. You're going to want to find something that feels like a sweet spot to where when you're running around the map, you know, you can find a fluid and comfortable rotation back and forth. That's not really going to mess you up too much, but it's going to allow you to snap onto all your opponents really at any distance, up close or at range. So I have mine at 6.6. I've been playing on this for over 10 plus years. Like I said, I have 7 Call of Duty championships playing against the best players in the world, and I've never had an issue with it being too fast or too slow. If anything, it's too slow at times, definitely not too fast. For down here, we're gonna have all these set to off, and then I play again with tactical flip, so I have this swap turned to on. For controller vibration, you're gonna want to go ahead and turn this off, but it actually makes you spaz or miss shots. All the pro players play with it off, or majority of them, I should say. I would say over 90+% of them play with this off. Then dead zones. This is very, very important. The minimums are actually set to 15 on the default of the game. I have my left stick minimum to 1 and 75 on the right for maximum for movement, but the right stick minimum, you're going to put this down as low as you can without getting too much stick drift. It really doesn't matter, but you're going to want to put it on at least 3 or lower. This will make your controller feel a lot more responsive and overall just feel like when you're moving it left to right, if you're playing on a monitor and a low millisecond response time monitor, whenever you do that movement right to left with your right thumbstick, it's going to feel almost instant with no delay. If you turn this all the way up, you'll actually be able to feel a huge delay and it will throw off your aim completely. For the aiming, you're going to want to go ahead and go down to target aim assist, make sure that's on, obviously, and then go down to your aim settings here. Put this on gradual, assist, and aim response curve type. Put that on dynamic with your aim response curve slope scale to 1.0. This will have you absolutely beaming. I've been playing with dynamic for as long as I remember, since MW 2019, since they added this setting. It's extremely broken and you want it on dynamic, not standard. Now that you have the settings, let's go ahead and talk about some different tips to help you guys improve your gameplay. And just like any other Call of Duty, if you've been playing for several different titles or if this is your first one, the first one that we're going to be talking about is centering. And if you don't know what centering is, if you've lived under a rock for the last several years and like I said, haven't played Call of Duty, it's going to be where your crosshairs are on the map. So as you can see in the middle of my screen right here, we have some crosshairs and a little center dot. You can change this in settings if you want to make it bigger or a different color, whatever it may be. I personally have mine on just the standardized white that it's been on in COD for so long. But centering is going to be where you're placing those crosshairs when you're running around the map. So you'll hear pro players talk about, you know, whenever they hit a really good shot, people will tell them good centering. Basically means nice placement of your crosshairs. So what that means, like I said, if you're coming around corners or whether you're going to be, you know, pushing around the map, you're not going to be centered at the floor or centered up at the sky. You're going to want to be ready for those opponents, just kind of centered at where you think they're going to be coming from and really just ready for that gunfight. So if I'm coming around here, I think the guy's going to be laying down, centered down to the ground. If I'm, you know, coming down the stairs, I'm not going to keep my crosshairs up here while I'm running down the stairs, right? I'm going to adjust it based on where I'm running. You'll see a lot of really body players kind of run around like this, or they'll crouch around and look like this, and they'll look around like this. And then there's very slow and not, you know, ready for that gunfight. And these two tips are kind of going to go hand in hand with each other. It's just centering and predicting. And like I said, it's just, you know, putting those crosshairs and playing where you think those opponents are going to be. I promise this sounds so simple, but you'd be surprised how many terrible Call of Duty players don't focus on their centering. It's just things of, you know, running around the map, just being ready, predicting where they're going to be. If you're looking at a high point, if you're going to be coming around a corner and you think he's going to be up top, you're not going to come out here centered down low. You're going to be centered up top if you think he's already up top. And that will just allow you to, you know, be ready for that gunfight. And you're not going to have that 3 or 4 second adjustment to look up. If I come down here, then he is up top, then I have to come up here and adjust all the way up and try and center on him. Where if I just come around the corner and I'm already like ready and centered up, ready for my opponent, I'm just going to be that much more advantageous to win that gunfight. When you're playing the best players in the world, you know, these guys are all doing this 24/7. They know the map layout. They know where the position of the enemies are coming from. They're going to be centered up and ready. And like I said, it sounds like such a simple tactic and mechanic to help you guys improve. But I promise you, the more you play Call of Duty, the better you get at this centering, figuring out where people are going to be coming from, kind of predicting and getting ready for your opponents. It's going to help you improve that much more. It's also going to allow your shots to be that much more fluid and perfect. Like, if you run around with the sniper rifle, a good way to practice centering is to be running around with the sniper and quick scope, and it'll kind of show where your centering lands whenever that bullet lands. But it's something, like I said, it takes time. It's not easy. It's not going to happen overnight. But running around in a private match, playing with your friends, and making sure you prioritize that when running upstairs and stuff, not centering down here at the ground, already adjusting your aim to where you're going to be coming around the corner. Like I said, it sounds simple, but if you add this to your gameplay and get better with it, I promise you, you guys will improve drastically. Another tip that I'm going to be wanting to talk to you guys about today is going to be rotational aim assist. And that's the aim assist you get while moving around. A lot of Call of Duty players actually don't know this, but if you're standing still or crouched on a head glitch, you're not going to get the full maximum amount of aim assist that you possibly can if you're not moving. So that rotational aim assist is going to be while you're moving around left to right. That's why you see pro players, they strafe a lot, or they're constantly moving. They're never sitting still, not going like this, or just trying to get the least amount of aim assist as possible. If you're moving left to right, moving forward, backward, just jumping around, you're going to get the most maximum amount of aim assist that you possibly can get. And you can go practice on this in the firing range, going left to right on the targets and different things like that. But you're going to get a stronger pull at all ranges. It doesn't matter if it's up close or it doesn't matter if it's at range. You're always going to want to be strafing left to right or moving in even in a circle, in a full circle like this. And if you're holding a choke point or a cutoff point, whether it's in something competitive or even public matches, and you're standing completely still, you'll see players basically camera you, and you'll feel like, what in the world's going on? I couldn't even track them in time. Again, just always be moving in COD, no matter what it may be. You know, you can be moving in place even, just moving left to right in place, you know, holding a power spot, sitting on a head glitch. You can be sitting here, you know, doing something like this. Anything to help maximize the aim assist. It's been a thing for, like I said, I've been playing COD for over 10 plus years, and rotational aim assist has been a thing for so long. If you don't believe me, you can go test it out in a private match with some friends. You're going to get a stronger aim assist pull whenever you're moving left to right while playing against different enemies and different opponents. Get used to adding it to your game. Get used to moving around, just getting used to that left thumbstick always being in movement. Like I said, whether you're sitting on a head glitch or, playing a power position or running around the map, strafing left to right, it'll help you guys get the maximum aim assist to help you hit your targets. The next thing that's going to drastically help you guys improve your aim is understanding recoil patterns. And that means shooting at the wall or shooting at a target and figuring out in the firing range where your gun is going when you're actually not touching the thumbstick. So as you can see here, I'm just holding down the trigger, finding out kind of how my gun jumps. So it looks like it just jumps straight up. So what does that mean I need to do to fix this recoil pattern? It means I need to pull straight down on my stick, just slightly, just ever so slightly. So it's just understanding, like I said, the different recoil patterns of an AR or a submachine gun or how you've built the gun. And you'll see a lot of pro players, they don't want to deal with horizontal recoil control because that's a hard one. Pulling your stick left to right is going to be very hard to control. Where if you can maximize the vertical recoil control in your class setup, that will allow you to just have to pull down on your stick and easily control the recoil. And like I said, it's going to be different for every single gun that you're using. But just understanding that recoil pattern is going to be so important, whether it's an AR or an SMG or, someone's different build. It may have some different attachments. Understanding, if it's pulling up to the right, you need to pull down to the left. You just got to offset it. That way you can help control the recoil and allow you to hit those shots at long range. You probably wonder, how does Simp and Abizi and Hydra and Shotzzy, all these guys hit these long range SMG shots, and they just fully understand the gun and how they need to shoot with it. It's something that is kind of built into the pro players' heads. They understand if a gun, like I said, pulls up to the right, they pull down to the left. If it goes straight up in the air, they pull down on the right stick, vice versa. It helps maximize the minimal amount of recoil that you can possibly have and how people shoot the gun perfectly straight all the way across the map. It's like riding a bike, and once you understand how to, use it to your power and use it to your benefit, it will allow you to hit those long range shots a lot easier, and you're not going to have the gun jumping around, like crazy where you can't hit a shot and it looks like this. You're going to be able to figure out how to just kind of keep it dead center and in the same exact spot. This is something you can do, like I said, in the firing range. You can do it in a private match. You can do it shooting bots. A lot of pro players warm up shooting bots because they're just getting used to that recoil pattern. Make sure they're shooting straight. Make sure they have the recoil pattern down, and then whenever they go to shoot against actual people, they've got the thumb patterns warmed up, they got the hands warmed up, and they're ready to roll and get into the next gunfight. And now that we've went over several tips, I want to talk to ways that you guys can implement this. And I've already kind of mentioned playing in a private match, but this is something that I've done for years. Like I've talked about aim assist, how you can use it to be a pro and help you, really just improve in your gameplay and overall in your shot. You can also use it against you to help you improve. What I mean by that is you can go into settings, you can go down over here to controller, go to aiming, and then you can turn off target aim assist right here. What I want you to do is go ahead and, go into a free-for-all, like I said, versus bots, and just go around shooting without aim assist. Get used to, not having that pull from the target aim assist and just hitting your opponent, wherever it may be from long range, just to get those, minute, very, very small adjustments that you move left to right, just barely touching it left to right. And you'll be able to figure out kind of, how much you need to pull down or how your aim really looks without touching it and not having that aim assist. And then whenever you go turn it on, after you go shoot 100 bots, go shoot 100 bots before you're going to warm up and play anything, whether it's pubs or whether it's hardpoint, whatever it may be, something competitive, S&D. Shoot 100 bots with that aim assist, and then right before your match, go turn on that aim assist, and I promise you guys it's kind of like warming up in a sport or something like that. You turn on aim assist, and it's like a crutch that helps you improve and shoot a lot straighter and play a lot better. Once you turn back on that aim assist, you're going to be laser beaming. Once you get used to kind of, shooting without it, it's just an insane tool that you can use to your advantage and obviously help you play and fry and dominate all the lobbies, or win some wagers, win some tournaments, whatever it may be. It's the way that I warmed up when I was playing professionally for 10 plus years, and I would do it every single day before a tournament. I'd always shoot bots without aim assist, turn it on, and then bang, all of a sudden I'm laser beaming across the map. Like I said, try all these different things. Focus on centering, focus on prediction, focus on all these different things, and I promise you guys, like I said, it will allow you to play a lot better. Take your time, doing a private match. Practice makes perfect, and it'll help you guys drastically improve your aim just by adding these few things to your gameplay. And if you've made it this far in the video, this is the point where I tell you guys something very, very important. In Black Ops 6, if you've noticed, the pull-up time can sometimes be delayed on the gun and basically allow you to not shoot right away. You maybe heard people say this, but maybe you haven't. You're going to want to go ahead and go to sprint assist and turn this on, and then go all the way down to movement advanced settings. Once you're here, you're going to want to put on single tap run. This will allow you to pull up your gun basically instantly after you're done sprinting. It's a lot faster, and it is more instant and responsive. And this is something that a lot of people don't know yet, and they're probably wondering, why does it feel so clunky? Why does it feel so weird? Your gun, for some reason, pulls up a lot quicker when the setting is turned on this way, and it's a lot better than the tactical sprint turned on. I've been playing with that for years in Call of Duty, but in this game, I got to play with it a little bit different. Like I said, it's a lot faster, a lot more responsive. Your gun's going to pull up a lot quicker and allow you to win those gunfights. So when you're focusing on the centering and a lot of these different tips, it's going to help you hit those shots and pull up your gun a lot quicker, so you don't mess up your centering or over adjust left to right or up and down. Again, this is something that people have found out is a big help, and it's definitely helped my gameplay so far when I've switched to it from BO6. Like I said, playing in these wagers and these tournaments, I've been drastically improving my shot and my game just from this setting alone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button and comment down below what other types of videos you guys would like to see. If you guys want to see some movement tip tutorial, you guys can check out the video linked right on the screen. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Peace.